popular movements across the world, in this case Africa, from actually being able to control themselves and to be able to exercise their own autonomy.
Absolutely.
And I would argue that that's one of the issues that we haven't talked about, in what the day and a half. And I'm not faulting you, but it's to what extent does the United States, or perhaps Israel, or other developed countries of the world, do they impede the ability of other countries to do things? I think about, and this is your of agriculture and so forth, is to what extent has sort of the industrial production of food in the United States, which makes it very inexpensive to produce, but we then export it to Africa, and what does it do? It essentially puts local farmers out of business.
That's right.
who can't compete with big agribusiness. Again, so my criticism isn't of you, but it's another piece of the puzzle we need to be talking about here, because we haven't used the word, I guess, I don't know, hegemonic imperialism at all in our discussions in the last day and a half.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Yeah.
Certainly, policies of the West and when the Soviet Union was around weren't helpful to the African continent.
Exactly.
Not in the least.
Probably could be. Let me tell you, just briefly.
I'm going to have to be really rough as the chair of this session, but in order to keep also an eye on the time and to give the next speaker the opportunity to present and to discuss the work, Jonathan and I just coordinated that what we think is best when I'm on time is that we take a 10-15 minute coffee break now. This allows people to ask questions, maybe not in the formal setting, but over coffee, stretch your legs, and then in 10 or 15 minutes from now we will move on to our next speaker. So thank you for understanding. We just want to make sure that we can continue the program with all of its components. Thank you very much, and I will